GeoLingo for this unit. So right here we have an intercepted arc, that's the blue part, and the inscribed angle right there. So looking at this, if we have the measure of the inscribed angle, then there's this pattern. So this would be this measure right here, and this angle is going to be half that. So if this is 40 degrees, then this is going to be 20 degrees. Just that's an example of how that might work. Okay, and then here's a little bit more about that theorem. If we've got this arc, then both of these central angles are going to be congruent, even though they're in different places here. Even if I pick a point over here and I decide that that these rays are going to form that angle, then that's going to be congruent too. I can pick any point on here as long as it intersects in these two places, then we're good and it's going to be congruent. If I have any semicircle and I choose any other point from that on that circle, then I'm going to be forming a right angle every time. And the opposite angles in a quadrilateral, so like this and this, those are supplementary, which means that angle A and angle C are supplementary. So right here and here. What else? Oh, let's look at this. So again, if I pick point B and point C and I just move A along anywhere, just kind of move it down, this is still congruent as long as A and B are the same. Okay, even here, that is also going to be congruent. Which you're going to see here with a chord. Even if I choose to use a chord here, it's still intersecting with this arc here, which means that, again, it's going to be half of that arc measure. So this angle here is the same as this one here, and it is half. Okay, it is half of that angle measure. All right, let's see, what else do we got? All right, so if we have two lines intersecting in the middle of a circle here, then the way that we know there's a pattern between the arc measures of x here, and that is x and y, and that is if we add them together and then multiply that or divide by 2, we'll get the central angle here. Okay, meaning if I said this was, I don't know, let's say 45 and this is 20, the way that I could find angle 1 right here is to add 45 and 20 together. Okay, I get 65, and then I just need to divide that by 2. So multiply that by 1/2 times 65. That's going to give me 32.5 degrees, and that would be angle 1 in that case. All right, what else? Okay. So then we have finding this angle measure right here. There's a pattern when it intersects two arcs, so we have x and y, and that is right here. You're going to, instead of adding them together this time, you're going to subtract them and then put divide by 2. Okay, so in the same situation, if I had 45 and 20, this time I'm going to add them together. I'm going to get 65. Oops, no, excuse me. I'm going to subtract them. That's what we would do if we were intersecting. So I'm going to do 45 minus 20. We're going to get 25, and then I divide that in 2, and I'm going to get 12.5 degrees, and that's the measure of angle 1. So there's the difference. We're subtracting when it's outside and adding when the lines